Breaking news, Nigerians. Godwin Emefiele sets to reveal the names of those top traditional rulers, the names of those top army generals, those judges who accompanied him in his corruption scandal. My country people, it's happening. Everywhere don't scatter. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The suspended Central Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele identifies top traditional rulers, army generals, judges as accomplices amid corruption scandal. Godwin Emefiele, the suspended governor of the CBN, who is currently in the custody of the Department of the State Service (DSS), has identified some traditional rulers, the Nigerian army generals, the judges, as his accomplices. Sahara Reporters learned from the DSS sources, and Godwin Emefiele is said to be cooperating with investigators, reportedly narrated how he gave money to monarchs, army generals, and judges at the same time or the other during his time in office. The suspended CBN governor has been in detention along with Abdulrasheed Bawa, the suspended chairman of the Economic and the Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), after both of them were suspended from their respective offices by President Bola Tinubu's administration over corruption allegations and abuse of office. Sahara Reporters on June 15th reported on how Godwin Emefiele named Abdulrasheed Bawa, the suspended EFCC chairman, as an accomplice in the Naira redesign scam that rocked the country some months ago. It was also learned that Emefiele and Bawa, both undergoing interrogation, were being quizzed on sundry issues, including the Naira redesign scam. And with what's going on now, sources from the DSS have claimed that Emefiele was revealing a lot and had named some top accomplices in his mismanagement of the country's apex bank. My country people, this one are the latest updates wey dey ground o. Some kind sources wey dey inside DSS don confirm give us say Godwin Emefiele don dey reveal plenty people names o. All those top people, the top army generals o, all of them, top traditional rulers, im don dey review their names. All of them wey be say dem follow cause the problem wey we dey face for this country. As per Emefiele, it is being said that he is cooperating with investigators and he's revealing a lot. Emefiele has revealed quite a lot. Emefiele corrupted and bribed almost every major traditional ruler, every army general, even some judges and clerics, so one of the sources revealed. And almost all the CBN directors are also being quizzed. And they too, they are cooperating, he added. Now, it was reported that Godwin Emefiele was suspended, sequel to the ongoing investigation into his office and the planned reforms in the financial sector of the economy, according to a release by Willie Bassi, the Director of Information for the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akumi. And on November 23rd, 2022, the then President Muhammad Buhari, alongside Godwin Emefiele, had unveiled the new Naira notes in denominations of 200, 500 and 1,000. And Godwin Emefiele insisted that the old Naira note would cease to be a legal tender from January 31st, 2023. And addressing journalists after the event, Emefiele insisted that the move was not targeted at anyone, no, that there were speculation that the moves was pushed by the cabals in the presidency, and it was targeted at preventing Bola Tinubu, the then presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress, from winning the February 25th, 2023 presidential election. And the policy really caused the Nigerians untold hardship due to the scarcity of Naira notes, with the CBN unable to meet the demand for the new notes. Now, the policy led to a cash crisis and a long queues at banks, at ATMs. Even Emefiele, who is currently cooling his feet in the cells of the DSS, is the reason why the EFCC chairman has been detained overnight. Now, Emefiele, who is cooperating with the DSS, claimed that Abdulrasheed Bawa was the one who raised a memo personally to the former president Muhammad Buhari asking that the naira should be redesigned to stem money laundering during the 2023 election, a top source had revealed. And now, Bawa confronted him, I beg your pardon, confronted him that him and Emefiele with the former Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, were the ones that came to him to raise the memo because they suspected Tinubu had a warehouse stuffed with naira notes, the source added. And in February and March, Nigerians were subjected to extreme difficulty with the naira redesign and the cashless policy due to the scarcity of the new naira notes. And to make matters worse, Emefiele had refused to heed a Supreme Court ruling which made the old naira notes legal tender till December 31st, before the former president Muhammad Buhari distanced himself from the disobedience to the court order. And it was reported that the DSS had attempted to arrest Emefiele, but the then chief of defense staff, General Lucky Rabo, shielded him by providing soldiers to guard his residence and his office. And the DSS said it intensified its investigation to arrest and prosecute Emefiele on the allegations of terrorism, financing and fraud. And it was also reported in February that a new court document obtained from the DSS indicated that Godwin Emefiele, is involved in funding some unknown gunmen terrorizing the southeast region of the country. My wonderful people, this is really happening. In fact, this is a good news. Now, the major problem of Nigeria is all these traditional rulers, the judges, and good news, Godwin Emefiele needs to talk. He needs to review the names of those enemies of progress who are hell-bent on ruining our Nigerian economy. They want to ruin this country. Godwin Emefiele must expose them. Our leaders had to sell us. They want to sell us, but it will not work. Guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. So my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Nigerians are waiting to hear the names that Godwin Emefiele will call. We are waiting for Godwin Emefiele to reveal their names. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you.